gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside a chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside a chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good morning, traders! And what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up? And happy Money Monday. Oh yeah, that's right. We are back. We are ready to crush it in the market on this beautiful, with a capital B-E-A, beautiful Money Monday. My goodness, team. So far, what an awesome day in the market. An awesome morning in the market. You know, personally locking in $600. We had a nice SGOC alert to the short side. Nailed that for about 400, and then 2 alerts over on MTSL. So we're going to dive into these, why I took these trades, but more importantly, we're going to dive into what we have going on today. What should you guys be looking at? Where's the best of the best opportunity? Where are the majority of traders right now? Where should we be focused? Where are we going to make that money? Because team, we're going to make some money today. We're already off on a strong note. We ended last week on a strong note. Team, we are on a hot green streak lately. We have been absolutely crushing it in this market. So again, the market's still hot. The market's on fire. We have MTSL up 70%. Low float play. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take advantage of this hot market while it's here. It's not every single day we have hot stocks ripping and running with beautiful consistency and pretty much easy setups to trade. So I want everybody here ready to go, focused every single day, because I want you guys taking advantage of these opportunities and making those profits. So let's start with a big good morning. Everybody on YouTube, give me a big old good morning. Everybody inside the chat, give me a good morning. And for those of you that are still on TikTok for some reason and not on YouTube, give me a big old good morning. We're about to rock. And we're about to roll. There we go, Casey. Good morning. Kevin, Marcus, DBDB, Chad, Brandon. Good morning. What's going on? Happy Monday. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. But more importantly, I hope everybody's fired up, motivated, hungry. Ooh, ready to go. Ready to eat, ready to get those profits. That's what I'm talking about. I'm weird today. I'm acting a little over the top, a little weird, but hey. It's all good, baby. Let's get you fired up. Like a dog, growling, foaming from the mouth. We're going to make that money today, team. We're going to crush it. We are going to eat. So right now, again, I'm locking in $600. I'm happy with those gains. I don't plan on giving a lot back. But if I see a killer setup, you best believe I'm taking it. And we are going to be focused on that small account as well today. So again, that's kind of our outlook for the day, team. We have a lesson planned. We have 1 of 4 lessons. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm going to give you guys the 4. You're going to pick which lesson you want to do. We're going to rock and roll a beautiful lesson today. I am going to be focused on my small account a little bit as well. And again, we're just going to start getting prepared for this upcoming small account challenge. On Friday, I was trading CARV in pre-market. B-Moose. I took CAR for like 119 bucks on my small account. So that small account is up like $500 in the last month of me just dabbling with it kind of part-time. So again, you can see that there is success behind small accounts if done right. I never trade with more than $500 on a day trade. My biggest trade was a $1,000 swing trade on GRAY with the team, and I made like 22%. I made 220 bucks. So over the last month on the small account, never really utilizing more than $500 on a day trade, and the only big trade I had on the swing was GRAY at $1,000 worth of capital. I've been able to lock in a little over $500 in a month, right? The account's $5,000. That's 10%, right? But I'm not really using $2,000 to $3,000 per trade, or, you know, those gains and those profits would be a lot more. So again, we're getting prepared. We're getting ready because come come August 1st, ladies and gentlemen, August 2nd, that Monday, we are going to be starting our small account challenge program. We're running it until the end of the year, basically teaching you guys everything that you need to know to become that consistent, self-sufficient, profitable trader. So if you're brand new on YouTube, this is a great time to learn how to grow that small account. The goal is for you to get this 5-month program for free. That's the goal. I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee you're going to make profits. I can't guarantee you're going to make $1 million. I can't guarantee anything. Everybody's different. Everybody learns and grows at their own pace. What I can guarantee is that at the end of this 5-month program, you will have enough confidence and enough knowledge to take these trades on by yourself to see consistent profits. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to be a great trader. So I know at the end of the day, at the end of the 5 months, I can guarantee you're going to walk away with a shit ton of knowledge. You're going to have confidence. You're going to be able to take on your own trades if you apply yourself, if you take the initiative, and if you listen like current members are doing, right? Like current members in chat, taking the initiative. They're motivated. They're listening. They're applying this knowledge. And guess what? They're seeing consistent profits day in, day out. So if they can do it, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. All right. So again, join us for the program. It starts August 1st. But for the month of July, we are slowly getting prepared for the small account challenge. So what do we have going on today, team? Right? What do we have going on in this beautiful market? Well, we got a lot of stocks with news. We have quite a few stocks with news. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stocks with news. But not a lot of these stocks are really doing too much. Let's go ahead and run through stocks with news, all right, and kind of see what we have going on. And then we'll dive into the top 3 stocks that I think have the best potential today. So the first stock I have is CLDX. All right, this is a good time for you guys to post up your tickers as well if it's not on my watch list. So CLDX, right? CLDX presents positive data from CDX-0159, Phase 1B study in chronic inducible. Woohoo, I got it right, Catherine. If you're here, got it right. At EAACI 2021. So they're presenting their positive data from CDX-0159. It's a phase 1 study. So that's a decent press release, right? That is a 1-star keyword, phase 1 trial. So we saw CLDX Friday get some nice action. That was actually a Friday press release. We got some nice action. It traded a little bit here in pre-market. CLDX is actually number 5. Now it's number 6 on the leaderboard. But here's the biggest thing. We do not have volume, right? We just don't have volume. But we have a decent press release. If we look at all the press releases, right? NEWA, they announced a merger agreement. NEWA, you're going to look at the share price for the agreement, and that stock's going to most likely just hover at that certain price. So again, approval of merger agreement. What did it come down to per share? We're looking. Do they have any of that information on here? So again, the company announces a shareholders approval of the merger agreement, right? But we do not have any information in regards to price yet. But typically it's like, let's say it's $10 million or, you know, $4 per share. That stock will either spike or drop to that acquisition price, whatever it comes down to being per share. So normally when we have these mergers and acquisitions, they don't do too much. So yes, NEWA is gapping up, but I do not expect NEWA to really do too much. All right. So I think we have better opportunity versus NEWA. And again, they announced a shareholder approval of merger agreement. This stock spikes from 375 to 558 right now, giving everything back. And there's just no volume, right? And it's not even that great of a press release. We have STFC. All right. So STFC also has news this morning. Liberty Mutual Insurance bolsters independent agent network with agreements to acquire State Auto Group. So another acquisition. Wow, look at that. Let me guess what the acquisition is before we look. I would say the acquisition's probably priced right around 50 bucks. Go ahead and look at that press release. State Auto Group to be acquired by Liberty Mutual for $52 a share in cash. So what is STFC worth? STFC is worth $52 per share, right? It's worth 52 bucks a share. So do you really think STFC is going to do that much today? No, because that's what it's worth to investors. That's what it's worth to shareholders. We will most likely not see STFC really do too much today. So with that being said, I would completely avoid that altogether. There's no reason to even be looking at this play, as 99% of the time when we see these acquisitions and these mergers and these buyouts, the stock will just sit there at that buyout price all freaking day. So again, no reason to be looking at STFC this morning, team. All right, no reason to be looking over there. Next, we have GOED. All right, GOED, Form SC13DA, filed by 1847 Go Decker Incorporated, over on GOED. So right now, we do have GOED slowly grinding to the upside, right? GOED is up 8%. It's trading 500,000 shares. On average, it trades 11 million shares. So we're not even relatively close to the average volume. It's a low float. We have news, but that volume is just absolutely terrible. Where did GOED go? It's not a low float. It's a large float. It's 98 million in float. It shifted on me. And we're just not trading the volume. And this press release came out at 8:30. So this stock's been live for about the last, 37 minutes, 40 minutes. And we have literally traded no volume. So GOED, I'm not a fan, right? It's a large float stock. It doesn't have activity now. It doesn't have attention. It's not a hot press release. It's not a great press release. And we could see that we just really have no volume in comparison to the average daily volume, right? The average volume on GOED is around 11 million shares. So far, we've only traded 500,000 and we have a press release. Definitely don't think it has a lot of great opportunity, right? We'll keep it on watch. If it hits the scanners, we know it has news. We can definitely dive on into it. But I still think we have 2 to 3 other stocks with way better opportunity where we should be placing our focus this morning at the bell, all right? And I don't think GOED is it. So moving on, what do we have next? We have CLRB. All right, so we have CLRB announces a co-development and commercialization collaboration with Lego Chem Bio for new small molecule phospholipid drug. Oh my goodness, I can't even say the last word. Conjugates. Conjugates. So with that being said, all right, so they announced a co-development and commercialization collaboration with Lego Chem Bio for new small molecule PDCs. All right, so okay. So we have co-development, we have the commercialization collaboration with another company. That's a decent press release, right? It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's decent. Let's go look at CLRB. What's going on with CLRB? Absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. Look at this. News comes out, gets a quick pop to 130. Right now, absolutely no volume being traded. So again, we have a lot of stocks with news, team. We have quite a few stocks with news, but we just don't have anything really ripping and running, right? So again, the only time that I'm really going to focus on a stock that looks like shit, let's be honest, CLRB looks like crap, right? The only reason I would be looking at CLRB at the open is if it had a killer press release, phase 3 trials, meeting primary endpoints, right? Large sum of money, buyouts, whatever the case is. I would be looking at those plays as like a sleeper play, all right? The stock has no attention. The stock has no volume, but it has a phenomenal press release. I want to keep this on watch as a back burner sleeper play. How many times have you heard me say back burner sleeper play, and that stock around 10 o'clock gets some hype, gets some volume, goes on a nice big run? Because it has a really, really good press release. Right now, half of these stocks, all the stocks that we just talked about don't really have those hot, aggressive press releases for me to even want to watch them. So CLRB has a decent press release, not a hot press release, decent, but it's really not doing anything right now in pre-market. So do you think we should be looking at CLRB? Absolutely not, right? We're trying to get these out of the way, and then we're going to spend the next 15 minutes talking about the stocks that have the best of the best opportunity, all right? So we're just moving through the list of news. That's what we're doing. We're trying to get out of the way. SPI, all right? So we got SPI moving up really, really nice from around 611 hitting new pre-market highs of 765. Now, what's going on with SPI? Well, SPI Energy, Edison Future launches next generation electric pickup truck. So, SPI Energy shares are trading higher after the company announced its Edison Future launched a next generation electric pickup truck. That's a damn good press release, right? So that right there is why we have SPI currently gapping up 23% here in pre-market, right? On average, SPI trades a little less than 1 million shares, just shy, right, of 1 million shares over on SPI. Right now, we're trading 2 million shares. So we have double the volume than we normally do. This press release was dropped literally about an hour ago. So within the last hour, we've traded 2 times the average daily volume. It's a low float stock. It's up 24%. The chart looks good. The chart looks great. And we have some pretty good news. So SPI is definitely something that we should keep on high watch. Let's go ahead and dive into the technicals real quick here over on SPI. And let's start from scratch like we do every single morning. Where do we start? We start on the daily chart. And we try and mark up all key levels that we see. So I'm just going to start going through and marking these up. And you can do this with me as a challenge. Challenge yourself to go ahead and start marking up the levels that you see on the daily and see if they line up with mine. If they do, you're seeing the same things and the same reasonings for those key levels of support and resistance. If I get done marking mine up and yours are way off, right? Maybe you need to kind of focus on where I'm marking up my levels, why I'm marking up my levels, and ask questions so again you can fine-tune your key levels of support and resistance. So as I'm doing this, it's not a bad idea for you to do it as well over on SPI to see if we come up with the same areas of support and resistance. All right, so the first level that I see here, right around 1234, right around, that's a key level right there, around that 966. I would put you right there around $8.30, right underneath those lows, definitely. Right around that 740. Let's go ahead and move this up a little bit. Shoop. Right there at 639. Actually, yeah, right around that 639. Down around 587. And now do we have any areas in the meantime? Yes, we do. We have right there around 702 as well. We're looking at that spiking high up towards around 780. We got those highs, and we're going to have that spiking high right there as well. And then we have a little bit of that gap to fill into the 922. So, okay, we got our levels. There's a lot of levels, but those are the levels that I see. All right, now let's go ahead and go into our intraday chart and see if they line up. Wow, would you look at that? Pretty damn close, right? Pretty damn close. We ran up initially to that 740. We pulled back, but we didn't hold 7. We actually came down just a little bit lower into the 690s, but $7 is pretty damn close. So right now, we can see that our levels have been honored pretty darn close, almost to the penny, right? About 10 cents a spread. That 740 was definitely honored here. Right down into $7, we actually came down into the 690. So within 10 cents, our levels are being honored. So with that being said, it's safe to say that 794, $8 is going to be the next biggest level of resistance. Anything over that level, we have room to 830. Then we then have room to 857. And then we have room to 922, 966, and then $10 over on SPI. So those are going to be our levels, right? Those are going to be our overhead levels of resistance that we should look to go ahead and lock in some profits. Support right now is going to be all the way back down towards around $7.40, right? This stock just went from 740 to 788 without any red candle, without any kind of healthy pullback. Right now, we're not chasing SPI. Right now, we're not buying SPI at the highs. What are we doing? We're sitting back, being patient, being smart, being professional traders, and we're waiting for the stock to pull back some, and then let's look for an entry, right? There's no reason to chase this stock. It's already moved 40 cents without a pullback. It's going to pull back. Be smart, be patient, be disciplined, and wait for your trade. Wait for the best of the best setup. Right now, the best of the best setup is not on SPI, but SPI has good news. SPI is a lower float stock, trading really good volume, up 27%. I like it. It looks good. It's being added to the watch list. Definitely one of the top 3 stocks I want us focused on this morning, team. All right, so add SPI to your watch list. That, again, is definitely something we will be watching at the start of the day. All right, next we have EMR. EMR, look at that, doing nothing. We're not even talking about it. We're moving right on. ADTX, ADTX. All right, what do we got going on here? ADTX, absolutely nothing. They launched a high sensitivity neutralizing antibody test to detect individual immune response to COVID-19. So that actually isn't a bad press release, but ADTX simply isn't doing anything, right? Anything. So the only stock that we have, team, let's be honest, out of those 10 press releases, there was only one stock that had great news, great volume, low float, moving here in pre-market. And what ticker was that? That was ticker SPI. All right, so that was really the only stock with fresh news that's getting any kind of action this morning. Now, let's go ahead and dive through our upgappers. What do we have going on, and why are these stocks moving on up? Well, MTSL is the one stock that has all of the focus, all of the attention right now. The most amount of volume is on MTSL, trading almost 18 million shares here in pre-market. That's a lot compared to SGOC. That's a lot compared to CETX. That's a lot compared to SPI, right? We are trading 18 million shares, and on average, we trade 2.36 million. This is the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. So MTSL has the attention. It has the volume, right? In comparison to its average daily volume, it's definitely trading a lot more than what it normally does. That's great, right? The only thing is it doesn't have news. So there's no news on MTSL, right? So why is MTSL even moving up right now in pre-market, right? Can anybody tell me? Right? I don't want to give you guys all the answers, but why is MTSL currently up 70% here in pre-market? Can anybody tell me why? Oh, you guys need scanners too. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. There's the scanners for you. So MTSL, it's just momentum, guys, right? It had a pretty random pop there on Friday, right? It traded about 27 million shares. MTSL on Friday went from around 378, hitting highs of 638. And so right now, traders just resorting back to that top stock from Friday, right? It had a decent close. It had some decent movement in after hours, and that was a stock that traders were already watching from Friday. So all it is prior day momentum. MTSL was one of our biggest runners on Friday. So with that being said, it's all momentum, right? This was, again, a big runner from Friday. That is the only reason traders are currently here. But traders are here. There's activity. There's attention. There's volume. It has a low float stock. MTSL definitely should be on everybody's watch list. MTSL right now at this point in time is our number one watch, over 775. We ideally do not want to see MTSL drop below this 775. We can go ahead and throw a downtrend on the play as well. So as long as we hold above 775, we could definitely we could definitely break this uptrend and start to see our next leg up into that 880 level. Let's just call it 875. We have a lot of resistance right around that 875 mark. So right now, 775 support. Looking for the break of the downtrend for the next leg up to 875. If we ever break over 875, what's our next target here on MTSL? It would be $10 natural resistance. So again, 775 support. Looking for the break of the downtrend, room to 875. Anything over 875, we have a lot of potential and a lot of great opportunity to get all the way up towards around $10, right? If we crack below that 775, I see support all the way back down at $6.50 off Friday's highs and also off of these pre-market lows and a lot of that post-market resistance. So anywhere from like 657 up to around that 675. So you have about a 25-cent window of support if we crack below that 775. Again, it has a lot of room to fade all the way back below $7. All right, so MTSL, those are your levels. Support, resistance, what we currently have working for us. Again, we're currently working to possibly break this downtrend. And how would we want to play the break of the downtrend, team? Right? That would be Wes's favorite textbook downtrend break, baby, right? So we have a lot of resistance right here. Let's classify that as 0.1. We have another tag, 0.2. Another tag, 0.3. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the rejection off 0.3 for this stock to double bottom or put in a higher low into the 4th point, and we want to see increased buying volume move in at that point in time. If we get the confirmation of a double bottom, right, into the 4th point with increased buying volume, look to take this for the break of the downtrend for that next leg up into the 875s. And if this ever happens, you would be making entries somewhere around $8, wouldn't you say? If you see that double bottom, you see the volume, and you're buying the break of the downtrend, that puts you right around an $8 entry, right? You're looking for a 75-cent first target. So again, you're looking to make 75 cents. Right here, your stops would be underneath that low of 775. Boom, 775. What is that? That's a 3-to-1 setup. So that meets all criteria, right? It's at least a 2-to-1 setup. If we get the double bottom with the volume and the break at 8, we can risk 25 cents looking for that target of 875. That would be a great 80-20 setup and a 3-to-1 setup at that. So with that being said, I like MTSL if we get this type of setup. All right, so again, keep it on high watch. If we start to kind of form and start to set up, we have great opportunity for a really nice trade coming on up here on MTSL team. So again, MTSL, #1 watch at this point in time. I explained it, what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at it, where your stop should be, where your target is, and what you need to see happen before jumping on in to this trade to make sure you're not prematurely getting in or you're not getting in on a bad setup. All right, moving on. Moving on. I see you guys talking about TPST. Let's go check out TPST real quick. TPST. So TPST right now needs to get back over 41.29. All right, in my opinion, it's got to get back over that 41.29. We had a lot of resistance on the daily chart back in February, right around 41.29, and we can see it was decent resistance here in pre-market as well. So right now, I am not touching TPST until it gets back above 41.29. Once we're above 41.29, we do have some great room, some great potential to possibly retest these pre-market highs of around 48 bucks. If we ever break over $48, 50 bucks, where's our next area of resistance? That spiking high from the 16th of June of last year. Now, the one thing I do like about TPST is the huge daily gap to fill. If this breaks over that 41.29, we have, again, a lot of great opportunity to those pre-market highs of 48. Anything over 48 and 50, a lot of room to 55. If TPST steals the volume, steals the action, and every trader is here, if we get the break at 55, this stock can shoot all the way up to 70. We have a huge open window to fill this daily gap here on TPST. Right? TPST, I do not see a float, but it's up 140%, trading 2.6 million shares in comparison to its 1 million share average trading volume. So we have, again, we have the volume, the stock's gapping up. What's the float? Right? What's the float? So let's go to Yahoo Finance and let's see if they have the float for TPST. Let's go TPST. Go over to statistics. Boop. Scroll on down. Do they have a float? They do not have any data for the float. So we'll just go ahead and say it's a medium float. Let's just go ahead and say it's a 10 million float. Again, we don't know what the float is on this play. So again, we could sit back, relax, wait to see how this bad boy moves here when the market opens. All right. And again, this stock had some great action here on Friday. And that's exactly why we're seeing TPST get some more hype to the upside. Once again, it went from $10.40 on Friday and it shot all the way up to 25 bucks. Gave almost everything back just to shoot up to $48 this morning. So again, just like MTSL, right? There's no news. There's no real catalyst that's driving this. All it is Friday's action, Friday's momentum. And traders are resorting back to these Friday movers. Once again, being TPST and MTSL. The only play that we have today that has fresh news, fresh volume, right? That's actually moving up with a credible reason this morning is going to be SPI. So if I have to sit here and choose what stocks I like the best, definitely SPI. Definitely SPI. I definitely like MTSL. Look at that. You got your higher low. You're breaking the downtrend. Your entries were in around 8. Your stops need to be underneath that prior low now. So your stops can actually go up ever so slightly into like the 880s, right? You can go into the 880s now. If you want to go into the 885s, that's not bad either. But right now, you're up about 20 cents a share on MTSL. Jose, my goodness, the man, the myth, the legend. Jose, what is going on? All right, so my top stocks are SPI, MTSL. I do like TPST once we start breaking over some of those key levels, right? Once we're over that 41.29, I do like TPST. I'm keeping this one on watch as it has a lot of great opportunity. Looking at the daily chart, again, over $55, so much room to 70, right? This could be a nice little sleeper play that really gets some action here, all right? So we're definitely watching TPST, and we're going to be watching SGOC as well. SGOC this morning was a short from me. I was actually taking the short off the rejection of the trend line, the crack below 14, and I was covering down in the low 13s for about $397 of profit. Right now, we held that 1280, that 12, you hear me say that? That 12, we held 1285 beautifully, right? We bottomed really nice. We rebroke 14. We've been building higher lows and higher highs ever since. So let's take the next minute or two. Let's really dial in here to SGOC. How high can this go? Well, our first target right now is going to be 18 bucks, 18 to 18.13. Support right off these highs, right around 16.21, right? Right around 16.21. If we crack below 16.21, our next level of support would be $15.48. All right. Now, probably asking, but Josh, what if SGOC breaks over those highs of 18.13, 18.80 from Friday? How high can this bad boy go? Well, looking at the daily chart, we could see it all the way up to 20 natural resistance, and then we have room to 22.50, and then we could see it all the way up towards around, what, that lower shadow right there of around 24.44. So guys, girls, team, SGOC has a lot of great opportunity as well. So we have about 4 stocks that I want you guys keeping on watch, right? Your top 4 plays right now at the gate: TPST, SPI, MTSL, SGOC. Now I have a back burner play for you guys. We have 1:50 to go. We also have NEGG for another shot of the mid-candle breakout, right? We started to see it pop there on Friday. We took it. We made money. We banked on NEGG. It just faded all the way back down into the 40s there on Friday. But we never lost 44 bucks. We never dropped below the low from Thursday on Friday. So with that being said, we can definitely see NEGG get that mid-candle breakout pattern, right? What was the one? Was it MRIN? Right? Was it MRIN? I don't think it was MRIN. There was another stock that we said, hey, mid-candle breakout. We never got it the first day, but we got the follow-through the second day. So with that being said, I still think NEGG could get some hype. Over 50 bucks, watch for a lot of volume to move into NEGG, pushing this play back up to 56 and then 59. If we lose $44 on NEGG, watch for the stock to start fading on back down into the 30s. But as long as we do not lose $44, as long as we can get back above 50, we have so much opportunity to still possibly see this mid-candle breakout formation, team. So with that being said, I want you guys keeping NEGG on high watch as a back burner sleeper play for that mid-candle. All right, so once again, we have 28 seconds. If you're just now tuning in, let us review. TPST, we're watching this. SPI, MTSL, SGOC, and our back burner play NEGG. Now, I know CARV is on everybody's watch as well. That's another back burner play, right? We'll keep it on watch. We'll be mindful of it, but I still think we have better opportunity on some of these other plays. We have 5 seconds to go. Let's have an awesome day, team. Let's make some money, and let's just absolutely crush it. Lock in profits at 850, team. Lock in profits if you took the break of the downtrend. Lock in profits, right? You do not want to see this wash out. That could be a panic pop. Lock in profits. You guys were buying it here for the break at 8. You guys are up 30 to 40 cents. Lock in half. Bring your stop to break even, please. If you guys were in at MTSL, lock in half in the 840s. Bring your stops to break even. This could be a panic pop, and this could come all the way back down to 775 and stop you out. You guys are green. You guys are up. Lock in that cheddar. All right, lock in that cheddar, Cole. I see you're in. Lock in half. Bring your stop to break even. Never a bad idea to lock in profit, team. Never a bad idea whatsoever. Let's go, baby. You're profitable. Oh, and there's Target. Ah! You guys like that? You guys like that analysis before the trade even took place? What do we want to see? A double bottom. Maybe a higher low. Confirmation with volume. What did we get? Confirmation with volume. What did we do? We broke the downtrend. Where were your entries? Right around $8. Where was your stop? $7.75. Where was your target? $8.74. Woo, 3-to-1 setup, baby. Who made money? Who took that NTSL trade? I know a lot of you take a lot of these killer setups that I analyze, and I love it because I love seeing you guys make money. Who was able to profit on that MTSL trade? Let's go. I know Cole was making profit. That's what I'm talking about. Kevin making money. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Hey, guys, what's up? We got 75 viewers and 15 likes. What's the deal? What's the deal? Do us a favor. It takes a couple seconds, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel over on YouTube. Hit your little notification bell. And please, please, please take a few seconds and hit the thumbs up button. Smash it for us. It definitely helps us out. Again, really just trying to grow the channel and get this value out there to as many people as we can. Katie, woo! She made some money. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So we have SGOC halted to the upside. SGOC was halted at 9:31.11. We will be live at 9:36.11 here on SGOC. So still, my number one play right now, the one stock that I like the most is MTSL. I think MTSL has a lot of great potential to get all the way to $10, right? But I'm not buying here at resistance. I'm waiting for the stock to pull back. I mean, it opened at 8.15 and it hit highs of 8.94. I am not buying the stock. It's moved over 50 cents without pulling back. I'm sitting back waiting for a pullback, team. That's all I'm doing. Sitting back, waiting for the pullback. TPST halted. Yes! Yes! Here we go. TPST on high watch, team. I love this. We're halted right at that area of resistance that we were talking about. 41.29. I am not interested until TPST gets back above 41.29. I would like to see a dollar plus gap up on this play out of the halt. For this stock to not just come down to the halt level, but as long as we hold above 41.29 after the halt, I think we could squeeze into a second halt here on TPST. I'm watching TPST on high watch, team. High watch for the possible halt strategy coming on up here on TPST. Are you able to see where SGOC will open at? Let's go ahead and just take a look at SGOC. I won't know until we're about 5 seconds out. SGOC right now, I have bids at 19.57. Obviously, that's the halt level. Here, you guys can see it. So it's just flashing, right? It's just moving around a little bit. So, I mean, you have bids coming in around 20.54, 19.80, right? It's sitting at 19.80. You got 20, 21. So it's really hard to tell right now, right? It's really hard to tell at this point in time where it's going to open. But as long as, here's the thing too, if it doesn't gap up over $20.18 and push, we'll probably see this one dump. I don't like the halts right under resistance. If this one gaps up to 20, it'll probably dump and halt to the downside, to be completely honest with you. So I'm not a huge fan of SGOC out of the halt. I like TPST a lot better out of the halt. TPST was halted at 9:32.59. We'll be live at 9:37.59 here on TPST. All right, we will be live here very, very soon. SPCE is halted to the downside. Woo, buddy. SPCE halted down. SPI. I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on SPI. SPI has room down to that 692. MTSL, maybe a big cup and handle. I mean, it's not clean, it's not clear, it's not textbook, it's not beautiful, but you kind of can see a little bit of that cup and handle, right? Big old U-shape. Maybe followed by that higher U-shape to get that breakout. So kind of keep this one on watch. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not a textbook cup and handle, but you're starting to see the price action kind of suggest the possible cup and handle break here on MTSL. So keep that one on high watch. It does have room all the way to $10. Again, supports 775. I'm watching TPST, my number one watch. TPST right now, out of the halt. Not going to risk a lot, so I'm not taking a lot of size. And plus, again, we're looking for like a $5 plus move, risking $1 or so. I'll take about 125 shares of TPST. Again, this was halted at 9:32.59. We'll be live at 9:37.59. So we'll be live in about 1 minute here on TPST. SGOC is still halted, so it looks like SGOC is going to be a 10-minute halt. All right, so SGOC will be live at 9:41.11. All right, so SGOC, 10-minute halt. This will be live at 9:41.11 here on SGOC. Right now, let's see if we get unhalted in 5 minutes on the 5-minute mark here on TPST. Right now, I have 41.75 on the bid. I have 44 on the bid. I'm looking for a gap up, a quick pullback, somewhere between 41 and 41.30 for an entry for the nice big pop for the next leg up here on TPST. I'll risk about $1 or $2 at the most. I have a target of $47. Again, this is going to be quick. It's going to be fast. Definitely not for the faint of heart, but it's very profitable if executed correctly here on TPST. So right now, finger on the trigger, sitting back, waiting. I have bids at 41, 42. What do we have? We got a couple more seconds here to go. Let's see if we're going to get that gap up and that washout. Nope, we're not touching it. We're not touching it. However, it holds above 39.10 on this candle. I may take it for the pop, but right now we're not in. We didn't gap up. This one's a little risky right now, so we were not in TPST right now. Now, if it breaks 41.29, if it breaks the halt level, oh, it's going to go. It's going to go big time, right? But you got to be very smart and very safe on a stock like TPST, right? It's going to move quick. It's going to move fast. But again, if this breaks 41.29, watch for it to get halted to the upside. $36.50. So right now, it's getting hit pretty hard here, team. Getting hit pretty hard. It is trying to stay above the open, though, at $36.80. So it is trying to stay above the open at $36.80. So we'll kind of see how it plays out over the next couple minutes. TPST is a large price stock, but it has room to rip $10 to the upside. So right now, as long as it holds above the open, it has a lot of potential. I'm taking a small size. All right, I'm taking very small size here, 75 shares. Looking to see if we hold the open, if we hold VWAP, we stay above 35, and see if we get the break over 41. Again, I only took a whopping 75 shares. Because again, it's a very risky play. But again, it's a play that can move really, really quick, really, really fast. And if it starts pushing back over 40, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets halted to the upside. Again, it's very risky, though. I said that before I got it. Very risky, not for the faint of heart. Don't be buying stocks just because I buy them, right? I stress that all the time. Don't jump in a trade just because I jump in a trade. Manage your trade, build your plan, do everything that you're supposed to do as a professional trader, right? And if you like it, then you can jump in, but you still have to build your own plans and you still have to do your own analysis, team. So TPST, risky. I took the loss. Yeah, SPCE was halted down. SGOC still halted to the upside, but SGOC should be live here in the next about 20 seconds, team. SGOC should be live in the next 20 seconds, give or take. So SPI, this one's starting to level off really nice, right above that 711. So watch for a big red to green move here on SPI, team. Watch for a big red to green move here on SPI. You can put your stops right under $7, right? You can put your stops around 7. Your first target is a retest of this resistance level around 784 on SPI. And SGOC halt strategy worked. And we are now currently halted to the upside. Once again, SGOC. So, I mean, absolutely beautiful. It gapped up, came down to the halt level, squeezed into another halt. Now we're just kind of sitting back and waiting for the next unhalt and see if we can grab these, the trade for the halt strategy here over on SGOC. SGOC does have room to $24.40. Anything over $24.40, it has room to $26.60.17. Right now, MTSL is looking a little weak at this point in time. MTSL looking a little weak. SPI looking for this big U-shape, for this big U-shape, big red to green move. We are also on a little bit of this uptrend as well. So not only did we pull back into prior resistance, prior support right around that 711, this is also the third point of the uptrend. So if we can definitely see these levels hold, we could see that big U-shape, break over the open, quick little pop up towards around $7.89, maybe even $8. I think SPI has a lot of great opportunity here, team. Definitely a lot of great potential here on SPI. So I'm definitely watching SPI for a possible entry coming on up. Right now I am not long, I'm not in. I'm just kind of sitting back and waiting. See if we get the first rejection off the VWAP, pull back, and then take on off. So right now I am still sitting back on SPI. TPST right now. Just got to wait for it to get over that 41.29. So we have our halt scanner right here. So halts and resumes. This is actually going to show us every single stock that has currently been halted and resumed on the day, Steve. So we actually have our scanners custom coded. I pay about $2,400 for these scanners, and I do stream them live to everybody inside a chat. So this is how we're able to see stocks breaking out, stocks hitting new highs, and then our halt and resume as well. So right now, MTSL below that 775. This one has room to fall all the way down to 675, team, on MTSL. But be smart and be safe here on MTSL. Right now, if we cannot get back above 775 and regain this, all right? We cannot regain 775 and trade above 775. We have room to fall all the way back down to $6.75. And I know a lot of you guys were not here. Hold on. What's going on here? Here we go. So a lot of you guys were not here on Friday when we did our So I'm typing and talking at the same time. Typing and talking. Just give me 1 second, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm trying to say. So we issued a nice little incentive, a nice coupon on Friday. And I know a lot of you guys were jumping off the free stream on Friday early. We had about 22 viewers, but we had about 10 people sign up on Friday. And I did feel bad because I didn't drop the coupon until like noon. And everybody was already gone at noon. And plus we were having some server issues with the site, which was making it tough. So with that being said, I'm going to reissue that again for everybody else that maybe missed out on Friday if you guys are interested in joining the team. So, coupon right now is 25 off July. So if you go to alphadaytrading.com, you can choose any plan that you want. If you're ready to join the team, take that trading to the next level and get more than just 30 minutes of free commentary, right? And you want to really dive on in and take that trading to the next level. There you guys go. 25 off July. You can use that on any membership, any package, and that's going to be good for your first payment. Again, taking that 25% off. And again, get you guys inside the chat. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. So again, that will be active until about noon today. All right, that'll be active until noon today, and then we will not be dropping any other promotion or discount until the holidays, team. All right, so with that being said, if you want to dive on in, you're ready for the small account challenge, there's your chance to save 25% off until 12 o'clock this evening. Oh, 12 o'clock this afternoon. My bad. This afternoon. So right now, SPI, not holding that trend line back below 7. So right now, that one not looking all that great. MTSL, trying to regain 775. Let's see if it can regain 775 here. Right now, we're still sitting back being patient. SGOC, we're still waiting for this bad boy to go live. All right, so SGOC was halted at 941.11. We're looking at 951.11 here on SGOC. So again, we have another probably 3 minutes, just about 3 minutes before we are live here on SGOC. And that's really all we have. CARV is not doing a whole lot, team. NEGG, not doing a lot, right? We look at MTSL, it's struggling right now. We look at SPI, it's struggling right now. So what do we really have going on, right? The only stock that's still holding its gains, that hasn't given anything back, that has a setup, is going to be SGOC. All right, going to be SGOC. This will be live once again at 951.11. MTSL is really struggling. If this one continues the dump aggressively like it is into that 675 level, I am looking for the dip. Right? I am looking for a quick dip buy here on MTSL if it continues the dump very hard, very fast, very aggressive down into that 675 level. We go look at MTSL. Where's our halt level to the downside? 685. Oof. So I probably won't do that because I might buy before the halt to the downside. That's no bueno. So now we have MDIA. Why is MDIA moving up today? So shares simply resumed trading, up 28%. That was at 946. Do we have any other news? So on the 14th of last month, this stock was trading higher on no news to justify the price action in this low float stock. So got a low float stock. We got MDIA. It's $1 million in float. Right now, get some hype, get some action. We have about, 800,000 shares being traded this morning. So right now, MDIA, trying to get some action towards it. You know, MDIA could definitely get up towards around 642. We can break over these highs. But again, there's no news. There's no credible reason for this stock to be moving up. So you got to be smart. You got to be safe, as this could be your typical pump and dump. You do not want to get caught up in a pump and dump. And guess what we saw on Friday? A lot of pump and dumps, team. A lot of random stocks ripping and running. A lot of stocks dumping. And I was making some good profits to the short side on a lot of these pump and dumps. So right now, I want to bring our attention back to SGOC as we will be live in the next 20 seconds. SGOC team. Let's see what we have in store. Let's see what we have in store here. SGOC, 951.11. Right, we got about 6 seconds to go. Let's see if we get the gap up. I have 24 on the bid. We got a 23 halt level. We're still not live. We are still not live. That has been more than 10 minutes here. 22.91 is our halt, or I'm sorry, 22.99 is our halt level. We have bids at 25 on SGOC. SGOC was halted at 941.11. Should be live at 951.11. Now, that was the resume, so I don't even have the halt. So we should be live here very momentarily, team. We should be live in the next 1 minute here on SGOC. Ah, shit, I missed my entry again. Son of a bitch. Ah! Ah! My goodness, that would have been a freaking killer trade. Look at that. To the penny. Look, gap up, wash out, big pop, $2 to the upside. That would have been a $1,000 trade. Gosh, I always miss these. I'm too busy scatter-minded. I hope someone got it. I hope someone was able to grab that and take it for the quick pop. Hey, Casey just had an awesome winning trade on CETX. I used what I've learned here following trend lines and support and resistance. That's what I'm talking about, Casey. That's what I'm talking about. Nice winning trade, taking what you're learning and applying it and you're seeing results. That's what I'm talking about, Casey. Good shit. Good work. Let's make sure we see those profits in profits chat, right? I want you guys posting those profits in profits chat. Please and thank you. So right now, we're watching SPI, all right? We have a nice downtrend. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for a nice textbook downtrend break setup. Right now, do we have it? Absolutely not. Right now, we're kind of just sitting back and waiting to see if SPI can get back above that 711. So right now, we're not touching that. We're definitely not touching TPST. This one's dead. This one's coming off the watch list. MTSL, again, this one has room to fade all the way down to the 657 to 675. Again, not touching that one right now. SGOC halted to the downside, not touching it. My goodness, the market is not all that great. Go look at CETX. I got CETX working out pretty well. So CETX starting to get a little bit of hype to it. So again, CETX just went from 208 to 250 without a pullback. So we're waiting for the pullback back down into prior resistance right around $2.18. So again, we're just going to sit back, be patient, be smart, and wait for that slow, steady pullback, form a bottom off of 218 for the next leg on up here on CETX. We're just going to scan through. DTSS. What's going on here with DTSS? Pretty light volume day on DTSS. It's only trading 1.2 million shares. We have no news. A pretty random mover here on DTSS. What about AEHL? AEHL, not a bad little pop. Starting to give a lot back. CRTD doesn't have any volume. BBGI. BBGI is up 16%. BBGI is trading 6 million shares, but look at that chart. The chart doesn't look great. There's no activity on the level 2. Oh, that's BBIG. My bad. BBIG. Ah, that makes more sense. I'm like, all right, that's weird. So if we look at BBIG and you guys are trading this, it has room to 741. So we do have room all the way up to fill this gap up towards around $7.41 here on BBIG. And what we have is just a nice uptrend on this play. So as long as it doesn't crack below the uptrend, you guys have room to 471. Anything over 471, $5 there on BBIG. But you just want to see it hold the uptrend. Right now, I'm not touching CETX. It has to pull back a little bit more for me. So right now we're just waiting for a little bit more of a pullback here on CETX. Again, I'm seeing, 218 for the pullback here. SPI needs to get back above that 711. Until we're above 711 and trading above 711, I'm personally not going to be touching this one. MTSL, this one's just getting completely smacked. Yeah, right now, it seems to be, a lot of the action has shifted on over here to CETX. NEWA is hitting the breakout scanner, so NEWA is breaking on out, but not on a lot of volume. What's going on with NEWA? Didn't this one have the merger agreement? Yes. Here we go. So this one had the shareholder approval of merger agreement. Do we have any details? We don't really have any details on this merger agreement. Approximately 80% of the company's total ordinary shares outstanding at the close of business in the British Virgin Islands on the share record date of February 10th, 2021, voted by proxy at the extraordinary general meeting. Each shareholder has one vote. Do we have any details? The company will work with the other parties in the merger agreement toward satisfying the closing conditions and complete the merger in a timely manner. If and when completed, the company will become a private company and its ordinary shares will no longer be listed or traded on any stock exchange. So if and when completed. So it's not even a guarantee yet, right? If and when. So again, this is all just kind of speculation right now. We don't even know if there's going to be a merger right now. So just something to be mindful of. Nothing crazy, but something to be mindful of. But we are getting some action on NEWA. Head and shoulders on SPI. Chase, let's go see. SPI. Head and shoulders. I kind of see what you're seeing, right? You kind of seen your left shoulder, your head, maybe a little bit of the left shoulder, right? Maybe a little bit. And that was the crack of the trend line, right? So again, we were looking at that being the trend line, which you're seeing that little bit of a head and shoulders, which would have been a crack of the neckline, right? So again, I definitely see that there on SPI. Right, so you got your shoulder, you have your head, and you have a little bit of this shoulder right here. Right, so I mean, it's not great, it's pretty sloppy, it's not clean, but you can see the push up, right? That's going to be your left shoulder. You see the head, your head, and you see that little lower high. That's going to be your right shoulder. And there's your neckline right off the lows. Be cracked, retesting, old support is new resistance. So again, if this is a proper head and shoulders pattern, we could still see SPI down towards around 639 here. So again, we are getting that proper retest of old support being new resistance. If we do not get back above that trend line, we're bearish. As long as we're below this trend line right here, we're considered bearish, right? We could see it curl and continue the dump, right? If we get back above and we start trading back above the trend line, we would be considered bullish and we could look for a long setup. But right now, it's considered bearish. I'm not going long on SPI. So I'm not touching SPI right now simply because we are still below what you see, Chase. Good eye. Nice little, head and shoulders formation. CETX, there we go. Pull back for us. CETX, pulling on back. Looking for a dip buy at 218. One more red candle, right? We have two separate reasons this is a good level for a dip buy. So again, I'm looking for about another 8 cents for this to dump to the downside. Whoop, right down, 218. Grab it for a quick scalp. Probably take 3,000-4,000 shares on the play. Try and grab, maybe 5 cents out of it. So again, I'm looking at 218. Where's our halt level to the downside? Halt level is way in the 190, so we're good. So we're good. A little bit more, a little bit faster, a little bit more aggressive. Come on, give us, about 5 more cents to the downside. Want to see it on this candle. The next one, acceptable. If it's slow and steady, I'm not taking it for the dip. The dip buys, I want to see fast, aggressive. Boom, slam down to support, get a nice little bounce. Right now, I'm still being patient. I'm looking for the dip buy around that 217 to 218 mark. And that's most likely the 50% retracement as well, which gives us, again, some more separate reasons to take the trade. Right now, it's bouncing at the 50%, right around that 221. I still like it. Down around that 216 to 218. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, it's 10:01. All right, team. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So before we end it, to save 25% off any membership, you can use coupon 25 off July until 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Why? Yeah, to save 25% off membership, you can use coupon 25 off July. And I'm doing this again because, again, a lot of you guys were out of the stream on Friday when I dropped it. And it wasn't fair that there were still like 50 people that probably wanted the coupon. So I'm extending the discount until today. Like I said, the small account challenge is coming on up. We probably won't have any other incentives, coupons, or anything like that until the holidays. So until 12 o'clock today, right, you can save 25% off on any membership using 25 off July until 12 o'clock. So join the team if you guys want to. Take that trading to the next level. Get all of the other value that we provide, right? One-on-ones, daily lessons, Q&A sessions, video lessons library, live stream starting at 7, afternoon commentary. I mean, guys, time to scale it up. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Again, happy safe trading today. Right now, I may have a trade coming on up on CETX. And I'm out at break even because we're not bouncing. All right. So I took the trade at 218. We're not bouncing. So I'm out break even. I made $11 on the trade. I don't know how. But again, when I see these big dumps right into that level, I want to see it bounce immediately. It's taken too long. It's stalling. Again, I'm not risking this. I'm not holding this because it probably will come down a little bit more. And look at that. It would have. So again, I got out on that CETX dip buy because again, when we see the dip buy, we want to see it bounce immediately. Right? We don't want to wait 20 seconds, 30 seconds. We want to see the bounce immediately. So with that being said, I'm up a small $392 on the day, but it's only 10 o'clock. We have tons of time. We have afternoon commentary this afternoon from 2:30 until 4. I'm hyped up. I'm fired up. I'm ready to rock and roll to keep crushing it with each and every one of you. So once again, use the coupon 25 off July on any membership today, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We look forward to having you inside a chat, being a part of the team, and working with you. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot me an email, josh@alphadaytrading.com. Until then, happy safe trading, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you back here bright and early at 9 o'clock, or I will see you inside a chat at 7 o'clock a.m. in the morning. Happy safe trading. Be smart, play it safe, make those profits, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.